Alright guys, so in this video I'm going to be ranking my Harvard extracurriculars starting from S tier all the way to D tier, and the rules for this video are pretty simple. Rule number 1, you will watch until the very end. Please do so. Rule number 2, I'll be ranking them starting from S tier, which means the best, to D tier, which means the worst. First off, I'm going to start off with maths. I've always loved math ever since I was young. In high school, I participated in the math Olympiad. So when I put this in my Common App as an activity, it essentially comprised of Olympiads as well as pioneering a math club at my school. Although no one really came, but I loved it. It was amazing, right? I loved solving math with my friends and just, playing around with numbers. So A tier. Next up, we have research, right? I think research is a very strong extracurricular. I loved doing my research, and this is not the kind of research where it's woohoo, I've solved cancer kind of research. I essentially spend hours on YouTube trying to understand how AI works and create predictive AI models for crop yields. That's essentially what most of my research was about, boring agriculture work. That is what I included under research, and I think research itself is a strong extracurricular. But for me, it wasn't exactly that strong, but I still think it was solid, so A tier. Next up, we have YouTube, right? So I love YouTube, right? YouTube is an amazing platform, and in case you didn't already know, I'm a YouTuber. So I started, grew, and managed my own YouTube channel for A-level physics in my country. I loved it. It was amazing, right? Although when I started, my thumbnails looked like they were made at 2 a.m. using Microsoft Paint or something, and my voice was crappy as if I was speaking from a can, I still loved making those videos, bringing impact to people and essentially helping people. These are known as passion projects, which are projects that you do either because you're just bored and looking for stuff to do, or because you're passionate about solving real life problems. And for me, I saw a problem in my community and I thought, hey, why not address it? And honestly, that's S tier, because if you can find a project that you really love, that you're going to do because no one says do it, that's literally gold right there. It's going to be amazing if you include it in your college application. My next activity was archery. Honestly, when I first joined this club, I thought, hey, it looks cool, right? You have a bow, you have an arrow, you're trying to shoot stuff. Woohoo, right? So I joined it. It was very exciting. I really didn't achieve much. I don't have anything to show for it. I don't have anything to show that I actually did archery. So you can low-key say I wasn't that good. But essentially, it was an activity that I loved, an activity that I did because it was exciting, it was interesting, it was also a sport. So archery is going to be B tier. Next up, we have media club, right? Sounds a bit glamorous if you hear it, but honestly, I was just the guy who followed people around with the camera trying to get photos and videos. So essentially, I managed the YouTube channel, uploaded content, recorded content, and managed news broadcasts at my school. This was very exciting. I loved media club. Honestly, I think anything to do with the camera, I love it. I love photography. So it's going to be B tier. The next extracurricular that I put was singing. Believe it or not, a lot of people don't believe it. I'm actually a good singer. I actually love singing. I don't even know how I got there, right? My contributions were very minimal. I don't really think I was that good of a singer. The only talent that I had was blending in at the back and just humming in a low bass voice. But it was somewhat interesting, right? I was part of the church choir. We did a lot of different things, but it wasn't really strong, right? I'm not a musician. I'm not really doing a lot of things around music. I just put it honestly because I was running out of activities and I just thought, why not put 9 activities? So D tier, D tier. Next activity, we have cross country. Cross country was a bit of a controversial one. So hear me out, right? I tried cross country. I loved it. I love running, right? But here's what happened. So I went to a tournament at school, right? So we went to this school known as Watershed in Zimbabwe, and we were running, and essentially there were like 80 people, right? So I started running. Then I got tired, right? It was raining, it was muddy, it was so difficult for me to run during that day, and I sucked. I was like number 77 or something like that. That ruined my morale. I was demotivated, and I quit, right? So here's the thing. I didn't attend any more outing professionally. I still ran, but I didn't actually attend professional, like, cross-country events. And I was a bit demotivated, guys. So D tier. D tier. I have beef with cross country. I actually thought I was good at running. Turns out I suck. I suck at running. So D tier. And then the last thing was yoga. Hear me out. Yes, I did do yoga as a club. It was offered at our school. When I first heard of yoga, it sounded cool, right? It was very exciting, glamorous, right? And up until now, I love meditating and reflecting, but I just think it was an excuse for me to wake up at 6 a.m. and pretend I was meditating whilst I was almost taking a nap. Um, but it was exciting. I loved yoga. I was a yoga instructor actually, which was very exciting and very cool. So I got to lead some of the sessions, Savasana, downward dog, all those different yoga moves. I knew them. And it was very exciting for me to do. So a very cool extracurricular, but there really wasn't a lot of impact that I brought. I sucked at yoga. It wasn't really good. I wasn't really finding inner peace. I was finding new ways to torture myself. But hey, that's what we do for college. So essentially, those were the extracurriculars that I did. It simply ranged from math, research, uh, archery, media club, yoga, singing. Those were all the different extracurriculars that I did and included when I was writing my college application. So tell me what you think. Do you think there's some activities that sucked? If so, roast me, right? Tell me which activity sucked. Was there any activity that inspired you? For example, my YouTube channel. Did I make you think about studying your own passion projects? If that was so, put that in the comment section below. But that was essentially it. Those were my extracurriculars for Harvard.